What is up, guys? Giantsunami01 here with a very special video for you guys. You guys have helped me reach 1,000 subscribers. That is awesome. I never thought I would reach it so quickly. So I really want to thank each and every one of you that's liked, viewed, subscribed, shared my videos. All of that really helps. Even the slightest bit of help, I really do appreciate it. And I want to thank you guys for that. And so to celebrate this, I am doing a nice little face reveal. It's what I look like, but to make it more worth your time, I'm going to be telling you guys the top 5 tips in FIFA 15 to help you dominate Division 1, to help you win tournaments, to just make you an all-around much better player. So I want to start off with number 5, and that is instructions, guys. Instructions are key to winning. I find them to make your players be in much better positions and to move much better without the ball. Depending on your formation, depending on your player, their work rates, the instructions will vary. There is not one set of instructions that will work for everyone. So I have in my videos, I have 4-2-3 instructions, 4-1-2-1-2 instructions, 4-2-3-1 instructions. So if you want to be more specific to a certain instruction, go check out those videos. But I'm going to be telling you right now, just like an overview, gist of what I usually like to do for my go-to instructions. For my left and my right back, I usually like to tell them to stay back while attacking. It is important for you guys to know, guys. Just because you put stay back while attacking, that does not mean that they're not going to push forward, that they're not going to attack, that they're going to stay all the way in the back line. No. That means that they're going to do it less. They're not going to push as far forward. They're not going to push as quickly forward as they would without it. But their work rates, if they still have medium attacking work rates or high attacking work rates, that means they're still going to push up. For my center defensive mids, guys, I also like to have them stay back while attacking, and also to cut passing lanes. For my left and my right mids, I like to have stay wide, and if my defense is lacking, if I only have one center defensive mid or my center backs aren't that great, I like to tell them to stay in their basic defensive support so they help out a little bit on defense. And if my defense is really solid, I have 2 center defensive mids, my center backs are great, I just tell them to stay forward so they help in counterattack. And for my left wing and right wing, the same thing, to stay forward and stay wide, to spread out that pitch. And then for my striker, if I only have one, I usually like him to be a little bit stronger, a little bit better passer, a little bit better shooter. And I like to tell him to stay central and to be the target man. If I have 2, I like to have one that's a little bit stronger, and he also is target man and stay central, while the other one is stay central and get in behind like a Sturridge or a Remy, so that they can get in behind and I can do a through ball to them and score a lot more goals that way. So number 4, guys, that is to the best skill move in my opinion, and that is the precision dribbling skill move, guys. This is done by pressing the L2 and the R2 button at the same time, with the LT and the RT. If you're on Xbox, I have a tutorial that I'll put on screen right now for you guys to go in much detail. But really, this move is so helpful. I've just started using it. Most people don't use it, and this is super good for switching directions and maintaining speed. And you can even gain speed while you're switching directions if you burst out of it with the sprint boost, which you can do by letting go of the LT or the L2 button, but maintaining the sprint button pressed down, and that'll allow you to blow by the opponent. This is especially useful with pacey players like Aubameyang, Royce, Ribery, players like that. This move is really effective. If you see them overplaying to one side, just press the button, the precision dribbling modifier, and switch directions, and do like little zigzags and completely fool your opponent and completely leave him in dust. So number 3, guys. This move is the most overpowered shot. I have a tutorial on it, and that is the near post shot. Check out the tutorial right now if you want to be in more detail. But the near post shot in every FIFA, guys, there is one shot that's a little bit more overpowered than the other. And in this FIFA 15, the near post shot is more overpowered than any other shot. The finesse shot in FIFA 12 was really overpowered, but in this one, it's the near post shot. People get really intimidated because they see that the goalie is right next to the goalpost and there's really little amount of space compared to the other side, so they try to take it to the other side, but really that near post, the goalie will not expect you to shoot it there, so he will completely sell out to one side and leaving the near post wide open. So definitely either take a finesse shot, a power shot, ground shot, depending on the situation. All those shots really helpful as long as you do the near post. Number 2, guys, and this one is the most effective shot in the game, and I also have a tutorial I'll leave on screen right now, and that is the ground shot, guys. This is the shot for whenever you see a breakaway and you're like, what should I do? Should I take the finesse shot? Should I take the power shot? Should I take the chip shot? No. What you want to do is the ground shot. If the goalie is rushing at you, if the keeper is rushing out at you, you wait for him to rush out at you and then do the ground shot by pressing the power button with very little power. The shooting button with very little power, less than a bar, and I'll go right underneath him and into the goal. This is super effective, but you gotta make sure that the goalie and the keeper is rushing out at you, and not, if he tries to retreat or if he stays on his back line, he will be able to stop the shot because there's really little amount of power, so it's not gonna fool him. But if he is rushing at you, it'll go right underneath him, and it works like 90-95% of the time, so definitely use it. I don't see enough people using it. It's the best way to win breakaways. Number one, guys, this is my most effective tip and the best tip, I think, and that, of course, has to do with defending, because I believe defending is the most important part of FIFA 15. If you're a good defender, you can win any game, because all you have to do is score one goal to win. And we're going to go with a little bit of two small tips for this one, and that is to stay back and to use your CDMs. So when the opponent has the ball, you want to push back as far as you can. Just start pushing your players back, especially your center backs. Get them to your penalty box to help protect that part. You should never use your center backs unless you're doing that or the opponent has the ball in your penalty box, and then in that case, when you're using your center backs, make sure to jockey with them by pressing the LT or the L2 button. Do not try to pressure him, do not try to steal the ball from him. To do that, to put a little bit of pressure, use your center defensive mid guys. That's the ones that you should be using pressure with. That's the one you should be getting in passing lanes with. Those are the ones that you should be doing most of your heavy lifting with. Your center back should just be pushed back. Make sure you keep them in their lane. If you're using a 3-back formation, make sure one's in the left, one's in the middle, one's in the right, and make sure that they're back. Make them make the mistake, guys. If they're a skiller, they don't want you running away from them. They want you attacking them, because then they'll do a skill move past you, and that is usually how most people expect. They want you to pressure them a little bit. So you want to keep running back from them, make them make the mistake, and they will make the mistake, guys. So I hope these tips were helpful. I hope you liked this video. Again, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. Please like, share this video with all your friends. Get this to as many people as possible, because I think these tips are super effective, and I think that they could really help out a lot of people. I really want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.